Brad. Come.
Oh, Mike.
Results come in?
Lucky Opal's blood sample showed a high dose of speed.
And then I was framed, but nobody's gonna believe me.
Well, what can they do to you?
Well, I'm sure I've already been suspended for at least 60 days.
Maybe forever.
Right. Thanks.
Well, what about Lucky Opal? Will she be barred from the track?
She might be able to run under another owner. I'll have to check on that.
Well, she'd have to be tested before she ran, of course.
I don't believe this. I didn't do anything. Lucky Opal has always been a winner without anything artificial at all.
Listen, supposed to go meet Bart later.
Oh, yeah? Well, give him a message from me, will you?
Doubtful. Now, what I am going to suggest is that he show me around his pharmaceutical company. You know, introduce me to people. Now, what I'm hoping is that I hang around long enough to be trusted. Then who knows what I might be able to find.
Mike, that could take weeks.
Hey, not necessarily. Now, what he used on Lucky Opal showed up in a blood sample, right? Now, it'll be very interesting to see if that drug is is coming out of Bart's lab. Now, if I could just check out some of the formulas, you know, who knows what I might come up with.
Yeah, and of course, you just happen to be a chemist who can analyze a formula by just looking at it, right?
Brad, will you lay off Mike? I mean, he's on your side, remember?
Right. Sorry, I'm just a little freaked, you know?
Hey, I can dig it, man. Anyway, go ahead and lodge your protest with the Racing Commission and take your suspension. But whatever you do, stay away from Bart Barron. Now, part of his plan has got to be goading you into violence.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you how well that's working.
Hey, listen, I got to go. I'll talk to you later.
Mike, one thing. I forgot to say thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Afternoon, Mike. Got here early. I've been listening to our next DA carry on.
Do you really think he's going to win?
Actually, I'm being facetious. But I've been a gambler long enough to spot a loser when I see one.
Well, I just wanted to show you these clippings from the last couple of days, just in case you didn't catch them. You got the Banner, the Chronicle, the Intruder, a couple of Philly papers, all with great publicity about Bart Barron and Barron Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, terrific. I did see a few. Oh, I've been wondering why my name's been showing up so much in print all of a sudden.
Well, I'd say I've earned my money.
Indeed, Mike. There's much more to be earned.
Well, I just started on this job, Phoebe.
Mike,
Lisa.
Hello, sweetheart.
you two know each other.
Why, yes.
I'm working for your father as a press agent.
Really? I thought you were a sports reporter.
Well, I am. This is just a sideline. I didn't want Clint to know I was moonlighting.
And you didn't think you should mention that on our date.
You've been seeing each other.
Oh, you don't know either. Terrific. I wonder what kind of game it is Mr. Rivers is playing.
Look, no game, Lisa. I can explain
It's
it.
okay. Just one word of warning. You see, the last guy I dated had to suddenly leave town. Daddy didn't like him. So Daddy got rid of him.
Oh, Lisa, please don't bring that up again, please.
Look, I didn't even know she was your daughter till I heard yesterday. I mean, she never talks about you. I just hadn't had a chance to bring it up with her.
Oh, well, we've been having a falling out of sorts recently. Anything you can do to help us bring us closer together would be greatly appreciated and rewarded.
Well, it seems like I'm going to have time enough just to get her to speak to me again.
And don't believe that nonsense about my sending her boyfriend away. We got caught with drugs and he just skipped town. Well, I got to get back to my office.
Listen, do you mind if I tag along with you? I'd like to spend some time in the lab in the factory, you know, to get to know the pharmaceutical business a little better.
I was just going to suggest that myself.
We're shaking, buddy.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Well, I got some bad news earlier today. Vicky Buchanan's in the hospital. Doctors say your baby might not make it.
Whoa, that's going to be a tough one for Clint to deal with when he gets back from now.
Yeah. Especially when he finds out how it happened. Vicky and Tina were messing with Mitch Lawrence today.
A couple of gutsy sisters, huh?
Yeah.
How'd they do it?
Well, apparently, Tina lured Mitch away so that Vicky could make her way inside the Waterside Inn. She's trying to get Joy O'Neill away from those religious fanatics over there.
Okay, that's a hell of a story, but what does it have to do with the problem with Vicky's baby?
Well, that's just it. While she was at the Waterside Inn, one of Mitch's disciples, or whatever he calls them, slipped her that drug that they're using to control people's minds. Well, to make a long story short, she gets in the car, the drug kicks in, they get into an accident, Vicky and Joy end up at the hospital. And the doctors are saying that the accident caused some kind of premature labor.
So now Tina's a hero, huh?
Yeah. An engaged, soon-to-be-married hero. Excuse me.
You just won't let go, will you?
I tell you, man, I've tried. I just can't do it.
Look, the lady does not want you. Now, when are you going to get it in your head and move on, man?
I guess as soon as the final word comes down.